So sorry. But hi, hello everybody. How are you doing? Lilac Man Spider, Ubiquitous, BB Guy, Jet Black J, TLGR. What's going on? I haven't seen you in a little while. Ryan, of course. What's happening? Flipnote, Forgotten General, Gorilla, Sentinel, Cage, Sorcerer. Hi everybody. Hello, welcome back to the week. The weekend is over. The week has begun, and it's it's a week. It sucks. Today was my first day back to work. I had off of work last week. That was sudden. I almost fell out of my chair. Yeah, I'm sorry, Man Spider. I apologize for not having the mixer on. I normally sit down and I have all of these checks before I hit go live. But since I was technically gonna start late, I wanted to start the stream and I didn't even check that the mixer wasn't on. I feel so. It's either the mixer's not on or I forget to put the game screen on. So it's always something. Yeah, first day back from vacation always sucks. I worked, Gorilla. I already worked. I work at a train station and I wake up. So I wake up at about 4:30 in the morning and then I go to work. My job starts at 5:30 and then I work until about 11 o'clock or so. And then I go to the gym. I sit a little bit, do whatever I have to do around here, and then I start streaming. My new bow arrived today. Hold on, let me see this. Ooh, fancy. I have one like that in my Oculus Quest home. Gonna change jobs soon. Filled out a good number of applications last night. Nice. Even on, yeah, Gorilla. Yeah, this is the holidays are it's not that kind of job. It's funny because today's the kind of day where since a lot of the people that used to come to the station, because it's a whole big thing, but ridership has not been there since the pandemic. Like since we reopened last year. Remember what was it? Oh my God, no, it was 2 years ago. So there was the shutdown, and then when we reopened, ridership just never returned. It never went back to the way it used to be. It used to be super busy. But there are a lot of the people that go are city-based jobs, so offices and whatnot. So days like today, it's actually pretty dead than usual, and which was a nice day to come back to. It was a nice day to. It's nice when you come back after being off for a week, and then it's like an easy day. You know, it literally eases you back into working. So that was nice at least. But yeah, this is the only days that our job closes are New Year's Day. We'll go by the year here. New Year's Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, and Christmas. That's it. Those are the only day holidays that we close for. Oh, Thanksgiving, and then we're closed Thanksgiving, and then we are open that Friday. I got good news and bad news. The good news is you don't have Cove. I hope. It's all good. I'll send you my bill. I had weird attention span lately. I just didn't have the patience for long streams. Wasn't anything. TL. That's no problem. No problem at all. Here's what I'd recommend. Hey, unqualified. What's happening? Here's what I'd recommend, TL. Absolutely. And I'm not being a smartass. I'm being legit about this. If you're unable to make it to the streams, and this is true for anybody, and if you're watching this on YouTube right now, I'm getting ready to spoil it for you. What I have started trying to remember to do is we always start the streams with like a half an hour to an hour of just chatting. I am trying to upload those to YouTube. I'm trying to be diligent. Is it diligent or vigilant? Diligent, I think, about putting these up on YouTube. So if you are not in the mood for long streams, which I get that, a lot of people are just not in the mood for long streams. What I would recommend is make sure you follow the link down below, go over to the YouTube channel, subscribe, and then you can check, and then every couple of days or so, I'll have uploads of the just chatting portion of the show. So, you can listen in, hear the topics that we talk about, because I always... we have our Friday show, The Silver Lining, which is our more structured podcast type show, but we always end up talking about stuff throughout the week anyway. So I hate it because I worry, and I've said that the silver lining isn't going anywhere, but I do worry that because we talk about topics so often, and because I am now going to start uploading these more often to YouTube, more regularly to YouTube, I am concerned that the silver lining is going to feel redundant. I do worry about that. I do worry that it feels redundant. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, or if it's just, just turn Friday into another game, or like a shorter stream, or maybe we have a game specifically for Friday. Like I still haven't decided what I want to do yet. I don't want to pack up the silver lining, because I do like that show and it's a cool name. But if long streams aren't your thing, keep an eye on the YouTube channel, and then you can stop in and just watch the just chatting segments. I had a weird attention span lately. Oh, no. Same with my job. Good news is my family has recovered, and it's past the 5 days. Bad news is that I ultimately got it after helping them recover. Not surprising, Flip. Not surprising. But, Flip, now they are in a position to take care of you. It would have been worse if everybody had it all at once. I think that would have been way worse. No one in the Inland Empire looking for video editors, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's... Marcos, I'd hire you, but I don't make enough money to hire an editor. Hey, Freddie, and hi everybody. If I've not said hello to you, casual chat per stream, silver lining for hot take topics. It's like that's sort of what I think. That's sort of what I feel like. Like you said, keep it because of the structure. I do like the structure. But I worry that since we talk about stuff as it happens, we talk about everything as it's happening. So it's like, I'll be honest, there are a couple of times where we've had topics where and I'm sure you guys have seen where I've said, I want to comment on it a little bit and then talk about it more on Friday. Those are the times where I'm like, I really just kind of want to talk about this now. Name the smaller half-hour chat silver nuggets. We had a thing called Silver Nuggets. I had a button for Silver Nuggets, and that was whenever we were going to drop a little life lesson. I like the idea of using Silver Nuggets for the just chatting side. What I was calling them was on in the background. I mean, they only just really started a couple of weeks ago. And I was labeling them on in the background. So it was, and then I would put a OITB. Because the idea was that, you click it, it's on, it's just chatting for on in the back. You put it on in the background and you do whatever you're going to do. I like the idea of calling them Silver Nuggets, though. I do kind of dig that. I think I hit 10 followers on my own channel. Nice. Call it background chatter. No, see, I like the idea of on in the background. Hold on, my pants are a little tight. No, I'm not being gross here. Just, there we go. Just unbutton them. I think if you wait on hot topics till Friday, you can provide more. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. You beat me to it. You got there first. Be gone, bot. Oh man. So, how's everybody's weekend? How'd you get along this weekend? Did you play anything fun? Did you do anything fun? I sub to your YouTube. I saw those sick wings you made. Do you still have? I do actually, Freddie. I do actually still have those wings. They do sit there. I want to probably revamp them, or I want to add some stuff to them. I haven't cosplayed in forever, man. So I want to go back and do a nice cosplay with them. But they're a lot of. I won't get rid of them. You know what I use them for? I use them for Halloween. I like them for Halloween. I love how the bot remains on stream chat on screen. Oh, it does? Oh, no. Oh, yes, it does. Look at that. Yeah. On my second playthrough of 3 houses, my third playthrough, I'm going to recruit all of the Blue Lions to the Black Eagles. And by all, I mean that I could feasibly recruit without trying for Didu or Dimitri. I haven't played 3 Houses. That's a game that I really need to get around to playing, because I do hear it's really good. I beat Ori for the first time. I haven't played it again since I bought it. What was it, a week or 2 ago? I haven't played it again since I bought it. Job searching while sick. Almost done with Bayonetta 1. While we all talk, I'll be typing a potential script because I got contracted to open as a comedian for my local theater in April. This will be my first time, and they're giving me a half-hour set. Ooh, very nice, Forgotten. Also, cosplay. I'm leaning towards Hero from Dragon Quest VIII for my next costume. I did nothing but play PC Sim. Oh, you're playing PC Simulator and beat Resident Evil 8. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Fun rhythm game, but some of my favorites from the series OST are missing. Finally started up my Final Fantasy IX file again. I love that game. I sent my info to work and getting paid time off this week. Very nice. Been a rough few weeks for me. On Friday, I had to start antibiotics, so I'm trying to relax. Yeah, I had to do that for a tooth infection. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're relaxing, and I'm glad you're relaxing here with us. My fourth playthrough, as that would be my second Crimson Flowers playthrough. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 3. Playing Metal Gear Rising, Word of Advice to VR Missions, or BS. I haven't played 9 in about 4 months. I think it's time to play again. I used to be like that with Tactics. Tactics was always like, oh, time for my yearly Tactics playthrough. I 100% at Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Duelists this weekend, and boy, the AI wrecked me so many times with impossible link combos. Been playing Ni no Kuni, really fun game. We tried that on stream. That Ni no Kuni is a game that I think I would have to play off stream. I have it for PS3. That was a gift from Unqualified Gamer. We tried it for a little bit, but I haven't I haven't gone back to it. That's not something that I can play on stream, unfortunately. Happy birthday to Betty White. Happy birthday to Betty White. We missed you already. Love that game. The worlds are the best of the series. Hey, Lightning. I try to yearly play GTA San Andreas or maybe Mega Man X Command Missions. Was that any good? Like, I never hear anything. Like, I hear people like Command Missions in those games, but I don't know. I never really hear a lot about them. I tried to get homebrew games on my PS Vita. Didn't go well. Also downloaded the Unity engine, so I'll try to get back into that. I would love to develop a game. Just because now with the Oculus, I'm like, God, I have so many ideas, and I would love to see them. And nobody's doing them, so I would love to try them out. That's the RPG, I think. I like Mega Man Legends. I've been loving my time with it so far. Very grind heavy, but it's a solid RPG. Hey, DB Stewart, what's going on? And Hawk, what's happening? Super basic. It's just a fun romp with some great 3D classic Mega Man enemies. I was watching, I technically have Unreal Engine 4. How? How do I have Unreal Engine 4? Ooh, hold on. I know nothing about game development, though. So, I know nothing about coding and programming. So, I feel like I would be just completely lost if I tried to do anything like that. I watched Digimanda playing Digimon World, I think it was Digimon World. Man, I'm happy that she likes that game, but that game did not look like it was for me. But I know that that's not the one I'm supposed to play. I'm supposed to play Cyber Sleuth. That's the one that everybody tells me I'm supposed to play. Yeah, Digimon World 1. That game was interesting to watch, but that was not for me. You have it when you get Epic Games Store. I didn't know that I have it. Ooh, I wonder what I can make with Unreal Engine 4. Can I make like a side-scrolling platformer? Excuse me, Cyber Sleuth? Look, once I love that there are franchises that once you mention, I guess they don't get enough attention. So once you mention them, people are like, ooh, wait. No, hold on. You're like, so I was checking out Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Y'all playing Cyber Sleuth? Cyber Sleuth is my favorite, so it's great. It can speedrun it. That game isn't the best. It was a PS1 game and feels it. Next Order is much better, just as hard. But yeah, Cyber Sleuth is more traditional JRPG. Yeah, Hero. If I could make like a side-scrolling platformer, I would love to make Spiral. I think that would be a really fun thing to try. I had another idea for I loved this game called 2076 Midway Multiverse. So I would love to make a shmup, like a real simple shmup, and see how that feels. Can I make VR games with Unreal Engine? Is that possible? Are you able to make like games for the Oculus and stuff? I just started Cyber Sleuth because Digimon did. It was on sale on the Switch eShop. I mean, that was for me almost 10 years ago with Monster Hunter. So I could make a side-scrolling game. Nice. Oh, there's a lot of free assets on Epic. Ooh, okay. If I use Epic's free assets, can I sell the game, or do I have to offer for free? Sean in the hunt with a tier 1 sub. Once again, subscribe for 50 months. 50 months of streaming. Thank you once again for your community and for your content. I thank you, Sean. Thank you for your appreciation for the subs, for your presence, and thank everybody. Thank everybody for coming in here. You know, I sit down. Excuse me. I think I got the hiccups. I sit down, I turn my camera on, I turn my computer on, I push the stream button, and I stream. But the community happens because you guys are here. That's why the community happens. It's because everybody's here. The community doesn't happen if I stream to myself. So thank you, everybody, for that. Yeah, I wonder. That's now I'm kind of, now you got me curious, man. Now I'm really interested if I can make. I wonder how in depth of a game I could. What are examples of games that people have made? With like, are there examples of like one person games that I have no experience with Unreal Engine? I decided to try and make a game. Here's what I made. Are there like what's out there that's like that? Is there a spot where you could? I mean, obviously the Epic Game Store probably would be the place, but that'd be kind of cool. I would like to make Spiral. I think I would. Yeah, mostly fan games. Okay, yeah. So I'd love to see like if there's like a repository, I think that's the right word, for fan-made Epic Unreal Engine games. Like just to see what it's like. I'd be curious. I've been a gamer since I was 4 years old, so I would love to, you know, at some point the idea of making my 4 years old. That means I've almost been a gamer for 40 years. But the idea of making my own games is like, that would be so cool. Not necessarily, Lilac. Not necessarily. Not totally untrue though. Me and a friend made a game once, just to do it. I have so much respect for game development now. I just turned 25 and I already feel old. Yeah, that'd be cool to check out. There's a guy who's redoing Sonic Unleashed without the werehog. Nice. You know what I'd like to do? Yeah, Lilac. What I'd like to do is, if I were gonna remake a game, I would remake some older shoot 'em ups with not modern aesthetics, but modern speed. There are a lot of good shooters out there that are old school, that are just kind of forgotten. They're left to the wayside, and I would love to see like versions of those games come back. If I was gonna remake games, that's what I would do. Stuff like Xanac. If you ever play Xanac on the NES, and there was a remake for it, Xanac X Xanac, on PS1, and then I don't think that game is gone. I don't think that game has ever come out on anything else. Squeefy, thank you so much. What's going on? I'm doing well, Squeefy. I hope you're doing well. That's funny to say your name. I like it. I'd love to make a beat 'em up. Would love to see a remake of Legendary Wings, man. Legendary Wings is great, and you know it's gone. We don't see it anymore. How about a remake of a? All right, I've talked about this game before, so I'm probably not going too deep. But you guys might know this or you might not. But how about a modern remake of Rekka? Summer Carnival '92, one of the greatest fan made shmups of the olden days. Where can I get a remake of Rekka? First stage music was incredible. But I want to do that because after playing that 2076 game and seeing the graphics in that, I want to remake games like that. like with the Sophies. I wouldn't mind seeing an updated version of Soul Feast. Is it Feast? I always said Feast. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Sentinel, Soul Feast, and Silpheed. 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 Silpheed was a fantastic game, but it was a good game. Let's say that. It was a good game. But if you remade that nowadays, I think you could make a much better game out of it. Silpheed, I think I have for PS1, there's a game called Philosima. That's a pretty good game. I like that game. I love shmups. So I would like to do that. Remake Shadow the Hedgehog with better physics engine, and then imagine the community deciding they love it now. So it is possible to rip assets from the original game and rework the game. There's a person named Chaos X who ripped assets from Sonic 06, and now we have Project 06, which is incredible. Cassidy, what's going on? Wow, a lot of the old schoolers are dropping in today. Long time no see. I missed your stream so many times I thought you stopped streaming. No. But then someone at Discord cleared up my misconception. 2076, I think you mean Cyberpunk 2076. No. So Cyberpunk 2077 is the sequel. That's the next one. There was also Soldice for the Genesis. I never saw that. Feast was basically the same game, but with CD quality music. I never saw that. I have to look into that. I love shmups, man, but I think my shoot 'em up reflexes are just not what they used to be, and I think maybe it's just because I haven't played them in a while, so I really need to get back into the swing of them. Digimanda, what's going on? Digimanda, I was just talking about you. I was watching you play. All right, Manda, you're gonna hate me. All right, don't be mad at me, please. Don't be mad at me. We've already agreed. Everybody, Amanda and I have already agreed. We're gonna split a 30-90 between us. Don't be mad at me. I was watching. We were talking about what we were doing over the weekend, and I said that I watched you play Digimon World 1. I gotta be honest with you. That game was not my vibe. It was funny listening to the Digimon fart, but that game was just not it for me. And I apologize. I know you love it, but I don't know. I don't know. She loves the game, but yeah, it's trash, but I love it. News right now, tried to help my bro by lending him our electric grill. Turns out it only works for a specific plug in our house. Oh no. I think it's possible to remake sprite-based games with oh my god, Ronan, I'm in it now. Now I'm in it, Ronan. So we were talking about this weekend, and I got my. I don't think Greg got to see AS. What is this? Ask in the CGI opening? No, I don't. I think I missed that. Hold on. Okay. I played Persona 5 Royal this past weekend. I don't know. One day. Persona 5 is a game that one day I'll go back to. So, I ordered there's much better games, I promise, but it was surprisingly popular. I was saying that Cyber Sleuth is apparently the game that I'm supposed to play. So, and that's a more traditional RPG. So, if I start Digimon, I will contact you to let you know, and it will be I'm calling it right now. If I play a Digimon game, it's going to be Cyber Sleuth. It is absolutely going to be Cyber Sleuth. Greg just starts streaming himself. Honestly, TL, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Like if I were to stream myself learning the Unreal Engine and figuring out how to make something out of it, I think that would be a fun stream. But I ordered a new head strap for my Oculus, and it came in, so I hooked it up. This is cool, man. It is the Kiwi Elite strap. They make one with the battery attachment, but I have a battery pack already, so I just kept that. This is cool. If you have an Oculus, this is like this is already my recommendation, even though I literally have used one strap. But this is super comfortable. It goes on my head really well. These earphones are mine. The earphones are mine. The battery pack is one that I bought. This is like an Anker 5 or 10,000 milliamp battery pack or something. and then the wires and stuff. I figured out my own little solution to strap everything up there. But this thing is fantastic. I mean, the Oculus itself is fantastic, but the head strap is really, really good. So if you have one of these, or if you're thinking about getting one of these, this is definitely the something I recommend. The head strap that comes with it is fine. It's just not as good as something like this. But I was playing a lot of that. I was playing Tetris, Tetris Effect. Can you wear it over glasses, or do you have to take them off? So you can wear it over your glasses. It comes with a glasses spacer so that it pushes the face pad a little bit further away from the Oculus, so your glasses don't bump into the lenses, because you don't want to mess up the lenses. I'll be honest with you. For the most part, most people can actually use it with their glasses off. You actually don't necessarily need your glasses to use it, because what's happening is you typically use your glasses to see far away, but the trick is that you're not looking far away. You think you're looking far away, but what you're actually looking at is a screen right in front of your eyes. So a lot of people that wear glasses don't need, like I need glasses for when things get to a certain point, everything gets a little blurry. My vision is not that bad, but if let's say I'm on the highway, and the big green road signs, if they're green where I am, the big green road signs that tell you, next exit coming up 1 mile, I won't be able to read what that is until I'm like right about to pass it. So I have to wear, my eyesight's just bad enough that I do have to wear glasses in order to legally drive. I take my glasses off when I use Oculus, and I don't need it at all, because you're not actually looking far away. You're looking at something really, really close, and you're simulating looking far away. Hold on, let me get up here. Persona 5 was recommended to me as a birthday gift from a friend a while back. From a friend back in 2020. The best thing he's ever done for me. I don't mind anyone not liking any beloved franchises of mine. We all like our own things. It's never an insult to me or my character. Yeah, Amanda, I have actively, my favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy Tactics on the PlayStation, and I have constantly told people, if you don't like strategy RPGs, it's okay if you don't like that game. If you don't like strategy RPGs, this is definitely not the game for you. Like, do not play that game at all if you don't like those games, because the Final Fantasy Tactics, for as much as I love it, is not the game that's going to make you like strategy RPGs. So yeah, I'm fine with just like, oh yeah, I get it. I get that you don't like it. I think there are a lot of trash games. I wonder I'll ask that in a little bit, because I want to keep talking about this. It's what makes us all unique in our interests. You can freely watch this, no copyright for at least the first minutes. I don't think the music in the last 20 seconds copyrighted. I'll leave it. I'll open this up. Oh, so this is the Digimon World opening. Okay. Just know when you download Unreal Engine, you are downloading the current version of the engine, and when there's a new one, you need to download the new one all over again, because the current one doesn't update. So if you're working on a project, keep it the current version of the engine, because it'll be a pain to transfer the new one. Ugh. Unless you're near farsighted and can't see up close. Yeah, you're right. Unless your problem is like when things are right here, you can't see them, you most likely won't need your glasses to use a VR headset. Final Fantasy Tactics is amazing. That's my favorite game of all time. I absolutely love that game. I used to know that game like a history class. I used to be able to to run off who the characters were, what the history was. I used to know some knowledge about the 50 Years' War. I used to have knowledge about that. Like, it was crazy how much I love that game. Especially when playing Drunken. I haven't done the Drunken Bar Fight game. I haven't done that. Tactics is great, but it also has some BS. But its charms outrank the issues. Amanda, if you like strategy RPGs, highly, and you probably already played this game. Highly recommend Vandal Hearts 1. Vandal Hearts 1. 2 was not great. Vandal Hearts 1 is for what I've played, one of my favorite strategy RPGs ever. It's a simple playthrough. Not simple, because it is pretty challenging, but it's not like Tactics where it's inundated with mechanics. It's relatively simple in that sense, but the story, for me, one of my favorite stories I've ever read. One of my favorite stories I've ever experienced in a game, right down to the last battle. Right down to the last battle, and they throw a little bit of a curveball. There's one more little tidbit of information in the last battle that oh my god, I love that game. A general question for chat: what game would you recommend for someone looking to start playing tactical strategy RPGs? Sentinel, Vandal Hearts. Vandal Hearts is a terrific game to start with because it is, like I said, it is not overwhelming with its mechanics. So there's enough options for you to be able to customize your playthrough, but it's not so overloaded that it's going to feel overwhelming and you're not going to want to play it. Vandal Hearts, 100%. I played Chrono Trigger for the first time, and when I got to the robot fight at the carnival at the start of the game, I heard the tune playing and thought, wait, I've heard this before. Yes, I have, Cassidy. That's where I get it from. Played a weird strategy called Future Tactics. Yeah, GameCube, PS2, Xbox. Laughably dumb game, but functionally pretty sound. I want to say Mario and Rabbids is not too bad. I think Mario and Rabbids is okay. Please call me David. What's going on? Probably Project X on the 3DS. Wildermyth is a more recent tactics game that I really like. It's basically Final Fantasy Tactics and Paper Mario had a baby. Ooh, Amanda, send me a link to that game. I got to check that out. Played some Trover Saves the Universe last night because I got it from the sale. And wow, it's basically a Rick and Morty skit as a game. Codename Steam. Codename Steam is a game that I always meant to pick up because it was always dirt cheap, and I never did. I played a little bit of that game, and I really liked it. I think I had a demo, and I played the demo for it, and I really like Codename Steam. You know what's sad, Uncle? It's sometimes harder to casually recommend older games now due to the price hikes. Because while emulation is an option, many have said just go, sounds like a lot of work. I don't know. I mean, that's you know, I don't mind recommending harder games for people. It's worth the effort, and it's free. You know, sort of. Speaking of tactics, there's an upcoming Digimon tactics game called Digimon Survive, but that game has been delayed multiple times for 4 years. There's a tactics. Hey, Sondox. There's a tactics game coming out that I was super excited about, and for the life of me, I can't. Metal Slug. When's Metal Slug Tactics coming out? When is that happening? I want to know when that's coming out. I knew it. I knew that tune from the robot fight at the start of Chrono Trigger sounded familiar. Yeah, that's my guy. That's Gonzalez. Okay, so if you played American Chrono Trigger, his name is Gato, but in the Japanese version, it was supposed to be Gonzalez, but the way they pronounce it, it comes out as Gonzalez. I'm going to go old school and say Shining Force for the Genesis. It was my first. It's pretty easy to get in one form or another nowadays. Shining Force wasn't my vibe. I wasn't a huge Shining Force. And I think it's because I really started with Shining Force 3, and I didn't vibe with that game very well. If you wanted the emulation, then RetroArch. Oh, you say codename team. Oh, you're thinking codename Kid Next Door. If you like Valkyria Chronicles in English and American Folktales, get Codename Steam. President Lincoln rides a mech and fights aliens with the Fire Emblem cats. It really is that. It's such an over the top game. I wouldn't mind playing Codename Steam on stream, but I can't. I can't play 3DS games on stream. South Park Fractured Butthole. You're right. I have that Sega Genesis Classics compilation. I can't get into strategy RPGs, but Metal Slug Tactics looks sick. It looks so good. I like strategy RPGs, but I haven't played them I heard that the Mercenaries, what's it called? Mercenaries Tales? Or Mercenary Chronicles or something. They're on sale on the Switch, and they're always there's always a bunch of them. I think there's 5 or 6 of those games. I want to look into those. I was excited to try Advance Wars, the remaster, and they pushed it back. I don't know when it is now. They do require a time commitment. Yeah, that's always kind of frustrating. And that's why I like the Switch. Mercenary Saga Chronicles. That's what it is. Okay, they are good games. Yeah, they're really good. I mean, I'm excited for I still hate the name, but I'm excited for Triangle Strategy. I really do want to play that game. I think they pushed it to April. Oh, God. I thought it was going to be... It was supposed to be like the early December of last year, and then I thought it was supposed to be January, and I guess now you're saying it's April. And you know what's funny is that I'm sitting here talking about, like, oh, man, I love a cool strategy RPG game to play, and Fire Emblem is sitting right over there in the plastic. I haven't even opened it yet. I saw some other people talking about it yesterday. I'm really curious what's going on with that new Sonic collection because Sega just stopped talking about it. Yeah, you're right. God, I didn't even remember it till you said about it. Stop panicking. Oh, my God. Yeah, I really want to play Triangle Strategy. I wanted to play this Voice of Cards game. And then after the demo... I'm like, it's just a regular RPG. Like, the card aspect does nothing to the game. The card aspect is completely irrelevant to the game. I feel like Advance Wars would be a good entry point for the genre. I'm planning on giving it a shot. Three Houses, hey, I'm still here. It's right there. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm looking at it right now. I'm sorry. I think I just heard it crying. The card game is just an art style, but has no bearing on the game. It's a great game all the same, though. Yeah, that's you're right about that. About the Sonic collection, it just kind of vanished. There's something I wanted to talk to you about. So this is I need to talk a little bit about VR again. I apologize. But I was watching a trailer for a game. There's a game coming out on multiple systems called Zenith. And this is supposed to be an MMO, like an anime style MMO for VR. And I was really, really excited about it. And I started watching some trailers for it. And I realized the problem that I'm having right now. I realize a problem that I'm having with playing more stuff on VR, finding out what to play. I'm getting kind of annoyed that, and maybe I talked about this before. I don't know. Did I talk to you about this before? I was thinking about it more when I watched Zenith, about how whenever I see something for a VR game now, it talks a lot about go get a room with that headset. It talks about how immersive the game's controls are. You'll be able to do this and you'll be able to do that. And it's like, that's fantastic. Could you tell me what happens in the game? Could you give me a breakdown on the story and let me know about the world that I'm in and what I'm going to be doing? Because I have watched a bunch of trailers for this game and they talk about how you'll be able to, I'm pretty sure I talked about this already. But I was watching the Zenith trailers and it just sort of brought it out again. And it's like, that's fantastic that I can interact with a bunch of people and run around and everybody's got a headset on and we're talking and no problem, Digimon. That we can do these things and I can cook and I can gather things and I can do that. Could you tell me the story? I would like to know about the world that I'm in. Tell me about some of the characters I'm going to meet. Tell me about my character. I don't know anything about the game other than what it looks like. Yeah, but Greg, it's immersive gameplay. That's fantastic. But what am I going to be doing in this world? That you want me to immerse myself in this world, and I don't know what I'm going to do. So it's kind of getting on my nerves. But that was kind of, I was pretty sure we talked about that, but I wasn't really sure. Sega's kind of dodgy with Sonic 3. Well, Sonic 3 is the one with like the music problems, right? Isn't it? Like we don't get a Sonic and Knuckles because music is copyrighted. Yeah, whatever it is, I'm going to be immersed. I just have no idea what. I wanted to play. I do want to play some Oculus with you guys. Not today, but I do. Oh, I figured out how to get chat into the VR games. I watched all this stuff about how to do it, and they're like, you got to have this program, you got to have that program, and you got to, a virtual desktop and all this stuff. Apparently, it's built into the game. Apparently, it's built into the headset that you can. You have to pop out your chat window, and then you can add your chat window to your environment. And then while you're playing the games, you look over, and the chat window's right there. So apparently, it's in there. So we are going to be able to do some VR stuff, assuming I can get it to work properly. How goes the Monday? The Monday goes well, Bobo. How goes your Monday? It sounds like putting the cart before the horse. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me see something to assure me that Sonic Origins Collection is still going to happen with Sonic 3. What do you think happens first? What do you think happens first? Sonic Collection, Metroid Prime 4, Bayonetta 3, or Silk Song? That's one of my problems when people say you have to play this. The story's so good. My first thought is, okay, but how's the gameplay of this video? And it's sort of like the other way around with the VR stuff. It's the other way around where it's like, okay, well, the gameplay is great. You're going to be able to do this and my biggest problem is when they talk about the gameplay for these VR games, they talk about how immersed you're going to be, but they're not. I don't know. It's like they're not going over, or you're going to be able to grab things. You're going to be able to pick things up and hold them in your hand. You're going to be able to grab onto things and climb. You're going to be able to grab and grip things and pull things, push things. Yes, like I can do in every other VR experience. That's the point. That's the point of the controllers. That's the point of being able to move your hands. Like you're. Imagine a Contra game comes out and they tell you how great it is because you're going to be able to shoot a gun. Of course, yes, that's exactly what I plan on doing. So stop with the VR trailers that tell me about how I'm going to be able to grab things and pull and push and climb. Yes, I know that is like the basic function now. At this point, that's what controls are. I need to know what the game is going to be like, what the rest of the game is going to be like. Wait, what? Oh, wait, yeah, what is that? Sonic Air, right? I don't know. I don't know what AIR stands for. Yeah, I don't know. I think I had talked about this before, but it was just kind of irritating to me. Yeah, but you guys are talking about Sonic, and I'm just like, I have no idea. Mega Man. What? Look, Metro Prime 4. 7. Oh wait, I thought 7R. I thought 7R Part 2 was already like. Didn't it have a date already? I thought that had a date. It didn't. Mega Man Legends 3. Oh my god. Now we're just fantasizing about things, right? Mega Man Legends 3, Silk Song. These games don't actually exist. Yeah, Para. Imagine like a game comes out and they're like full color graphics. Yeah, of course. Yeah, obviously. Part of the issue is that VR is still so niche. Many people still misunderstand what and how VR works. So sadly, devs still treat everyone like babies. And you know what, Dragoon? One of my problems with VR that I had talked about was that everything feels like a tech demo, and that they sell it like a tech demo. And I realized that that's the problem. Is that when you watch a trailer for a VR game, they're telling you about the controls and how immersive it's going to be, and it makes everything feel like a tech demo. It's like, all right, we need to move past that. Like Half-Life Alyx. Half-Life Alyx was a VR game that a lot of people were looking forward to, and all they talked about was like, it's going to look better than any VR game that's out there, and it's going to be really immersive. Okay, but what is it about? What is Half-Life Alyx about? How does it relate to the other Half-Life games? Is this Half-Life 3? Is it not Half-Life 3? You need to talk about that stuff. That's why Resident Evil 4 did so well. I think that's one of the reasons Resident Evil 4 does so well, is because you don't need to do that. You don't need to do here's what Resident Evil 4 is about. Everybody knows. People know what that's about. So that's a game where people are wondering what the controls are going to feel like in VR. But you don't need to talk about the storyline. I think with new VR games, I think that we need to move. They need to move, and I say this as a new adopter to VR, right? So I don't mean to sound like a I just got into it and I already know everything about it. But I can tell you that one of the reasons I never really got into it, other than the fact that it did feel like a very high price point of entry, was none of it felt like a gaming experience. All of it felt like an audio visual experience, a tactile experience, and there was not a good quality video game there. We need to, now I see that there are good quality video games with good stories, but we need to be shown them. What do you think was the worst example of a game that was announced too early? I mean, Metroid Prime 4 is a pretty bad one. Metroid Prime 4 is a really, really bad one because the game just never happened. Bad example of another game that got announced early. No, you know what? I have one that's worse than Metroid Prime 4. To me, this might be the worst example of a game that was announced too early. I want to see if anybody guesses it. Anybody can guess it? To be fair, Alex had the issue that originally, I believe, it was going to be on the specific Steam VR headset. Mr. L, Beyond Good and Evil 2. Beyond Good and Evil 2. That game, as far as I can tell, that game doesn't even exist anymore. There is no indication whatsoever that that game even exists anymore, to the point where it is entirely possible that that game never existed. Am I wrong in thinking that? To me, it's entirely possible that game never existed. That they had nothing planned on that game. That they showed a trailer that was based on nothing, and not it had a single thing written for that game. Wasn't Beyond Good and Evil 2 just announced to ward off a company takeover? If that's the truth, that would absolutely make it the worst trailer ever. Worst early announcement for a game ever. I think the Sly Cooper movie is canceled. I kind of thought that already happened. The trailer teaser sucked too. See, I liked it, Gorilla. I actually thought that it looked kind of fun. It had Taron Egerton, which I like Taron Egerton, so I was happy for that. I think it looked like a lot of fun. Here's one for you. Elder Scrolls 6. Oh, that's right. I mean, that one's... See, but Elder Scrolls 6, I'm pretty sure we know is coming. I think we can all agree that Elder Scrolls 6 is definitely happening. There was a trailer years before that one that led to... Oh, you know what's another one? And this one really breaks my heart. We'll get started here with the game in a second. This one really breaks my heart. Lilac's going to know what I'm saying here. If Lilac is still here, Lilac's going to know exactly what I'm about to say. I want to see if Lilac gets it. That's all swearing monkeys. That's all I think about with BGE2. I don't know. I liked it. I thought that it was good. I think part of it existed, and when the main dev was one of the worst people in the big Ubisoft abuse scandal, I'm not shocked the game died fast. What's the game I'm playing? We're going to be playing Ender Lilies some more. They even told us when it was announced they didn't want to announce it as it was years off, but were pushed to announce TES 6. Oh, Elder Scrolls 6. I have Duke Nukem Forever. It was in long development and ended up being a bad game. Star Wars 1313. That hurt. That one hurt because that game looked like it was going to be really good. It came at a time when Star Wars had not had this resurgence. When was the 1313 trailer? that came at a time when Star Wars had not had this big resurgence. So this would have been 1313 would have been an amazing 2012 amazing resurgence of Star Wars, in my opinion. I think that game could have done a lot to resurge good interest in Star Wars, and the trailer was good. Like, the trailer was really good and exciting, and it's gone, died, completely gone. I hope somebody picks it up, but it's completely gone. I said before, we'll get into the game here. I won't get into a Star Wars thing. But I said before, for the people that are in the Star Wars and are more current with Star Wars, go back and watch that trailer. Rework a couple of the things that happen. And put instead of those two guys, use the Martez sisters. If you do that exact trailer with some minor tweaks, and you know what I mean, you have to tweak some of the dialogue, because of the dialogue between these two characters, it'd be different characters. And you use the Martez sisters, Trace and Rafa, and I think you turn that into the game, and then I think that's 1313.